I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? How you doing? It is a great day. And yes, I have authors on the show. You don't even know. I am so excited. What do I always say about authors? That's right. We would be idiots without them. No reading, no writing, no math, no nothing. Dumb, dumb, and dumber. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. I'm so excited about having my guests on the show. And usually I just have one author, but not today. Not today. Today we have, count them. Can you see that? If you see 4, go drink some coffee because you had a really, really tough night last night, didn't you? It's two authors, an author and a co-author, and I want to welcome them both to the show. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. Okay, so each of you got to, introduce yourself.
Okay. Go ahead. My name's Dora Van. I'm the chairman for the Uinta Valley Shoshone tribe. Awesome. And I'm Tressa Jordan. I'm the vice chairwoman for the Uinta Valley Shoshone tribe.
So cool. Heritage.
Yes.
Wow, it's so cool. I always say that if things were just left alone, it would be just so much better. Just so much better. Like,
yes, it
leave
would.
me over there, leave you guys wherever you were and all the other people.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could probably be able to get along a lot better.
Yes.
I think so. So tell us about yourselves.
We both grew up on the Uinta and Outre Indian Reservation in Utah. We're very much into our leadership, into our people and community. We do practice all of our, rituals, dances, powwows, whatever. All the traditional things.
That's so cool. I've been to one powwow in my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, just one. I was very little. It was really cool. I loved it.
Yeah. And they're all different depending on what tribe and where they're at. They have different practices.
It was Cherokee. I think they were in the area my grandmother wanted to go.
Okay. Yeah.
And my great grandmother, she had red hair. That's where I get my hair from. So this is not dye. Most people think I dye my hair. I don't. This is it. My mom's like, I have no idea what happened to you, daughter. Like, I have blonde hair on my arms and everything. So she had red hair, and she was Indian. I'm not really sure which type of Indian she was, though, because my mom knows more than I do. But it's just so cool. And they wanted to take me, and it was just like amazing.
It's fun. It's fun.
Oh, yeah. Fun. So what led up to writing this book in particular?
Growing up, we have our oral histories that are passed down, but we don't have a lot written. So for our tribe, we're originally the Utahs, Shoshones in the Utah territory at the time. And so I do a lot of research, and going through, I never found a history book just for us. I found a lot of federal records pertaining to us, but not a book that we could just pick up and read. And so we decided that was something that we needed for not only the Native American community, but for our people. And so we that's where we got started from.
That is essential. I wish that every person in the world would do such things. Then we wouldn't get so lost in history. Yeah. Things wouldn't be lost. Yes. And it's so sad that you can't go further back sometimes because it's just gone.
Right. And then we were finding that the history that the state of Utah had for us was not correct. And so it was just a matter of correcting history for everybody, including mainly for us.
Yeah, and you have the children. They need to know.
Yes. So we still have our oral histories, but I also wanted something based on the federal records for the Commissioner of Indian Affairs and so forth for the time. And because this is all older history, and I wanted that in there for future too, so that our people would know where they came from and
Yeah.
what happened to them. And
Yeah. Instead of having ledgers.
yes, yes.
You guys know what I mean.
Yes,
Come on.
yes, yes,
It's
I
well
do.
known. It's well known. We all know. We all know. It's just something that we need to have. So, like going back into your ancestors and things like that,
Mhm.
did you find anything that was like, oh my gosh, I never knew that?
Yes, not only on the documents, but also I'm doing the genealogy also. And it's just the history and the people we're connected with, it was just amazing. I never realized how much information was out there
Mm.
that we didn't know. And to see, we have 10,000 ancestors in our genealogy that I've gotten the history on so far. That was just amazing to see where our families linked and branched off, and uh, who were we related to. It was really surprising.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
amazing. You find out so many different things and wow, they did that. It's like, why did they do that? But oh my gosh. So, writing this book, how did it change you? How did it change you?
Our perspective on our history, and because we did everything prior to 1879, so we went from 1879 back. And I for me, I had a lot of the elders pass down stories to me, but just putting a face to a name, and you're seeing them in these official documents, their names. It was eye-opening. It made them real for me, and it made the history, what our people went through to get where we are today, it made it more valuable. The suffering and the taking, and just putting them on reservations, and the starving, and all the things that our history entails. It just brought it home for me to see the struggle they went through to get where I am now today.
Yeah. Yeah. And you, how did it change you?
I think it made me more aware of the United States treatment of Native Americans. There's a lot that I already had suspicions of, but what we researched just confirmed what we thought that could be better, and that we're not the poor neighbor, poor cousin. That we have some really rich history, really rich background, and we need to be treated better. And we need to look at ourselves in a different way, and the importance of who we are. That's why that's how it influenced me. That we can, always say, well, one person can make a difference. I think that's true. But in order to take that step or make that difference, you've got to take that step. And we never found a book out there that said where these people came from and where they started from. So we set out to do that.
Right. Right. I'm glad you guys did that. It's important and imperative that we find out our history, find out that we're stronger than what they say we were, stronger and more powerful, and that we have rights that are inalienable that we should have, that they're not giving us, that we need to fight for. And I definitely agree on that. I wholeheartedly agree on that. Being a mutt, mixed up totally. I can't really claim anything. All I can claim is the treatment is horrible of all the people that are inside of me, that are my DNA, between the Indian and the Irish was treated bad too.
Yes,
They were slaves. And so were the Middle Eastern people. That's part of my heritage, and the African. I got it all over the place. I was not, we were not treated anywhere. We were treated right. No matter where I picked up something along the way, none of it was right. The Moors were kicked out of their country, and I'm part Moorish. So, think about it. My heritage and your heritage and
Very
the
similar.
people, and then we all collided, like we
Yeah.
clashed together
Yeah.
because we were put together.
Yeah.
And it's
Exactly.
like, okay, you got Chickaw, you got Seminole, you got Cherokee, you got you got Shoshone, right? Shoshone.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Right. You have a bunch of different tribes. I'm part of Chickaw, I'm part of Seminole, and I'm also part of Chihuahua, which was New Mexico, which was owned by Mexico before United States took it.
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't
That's-
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we learned that too.
And I mean, you think about it, it's like we weren't given the opportunity to be human,
No.
No.
and we still aren't.
No. The 1848 is when the United States bought the Western states, or pretty much the Western states. And before that, we were under Mexico, under Mexico's rule. And when they bought the Western states from the United States, we became under the rule of the United States government. So when they made the treaty with Mexico, it was just with Mexico. It wasn't with the indigenous people here. It was just
So
with
weird.
the Mexican people.
That's so weird,
So-
because this is where we clash. This is where we meet. We ended up in New Mexico, and that's when the treaty happened.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that is so weird because we got caught up in that too.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
That's just bad.
Yeah.
Well, I think even after the Civil War was over in 1865, a lot of the tribes were taking in some of the black slaves, the freed slaves, in absorbing them into the tribes. That happened all over the United States, wherever
Mhm.
they could find refuge. So
Right.
there's a lot of correlation between our backgrounds.
There is. I mean, and again, I don't know of anybody when they say, "Oh, you need to go back to your country." And I've had that. I say, "Well, so do you.
Where? Which one?
So do you. As far as the outside is concerned, so do you. You don't belong here. As far as I'm concerned, this is Indian country.
Yeah.
It's not even Black country. Not unless
Yeah.
you're from the Chickaw or the Black Indian. This is not your country. It's not.
Yeah.
Part of it's not my country. I don't even have a place to go. Because think about it. I'm a mutt. Where do I go? If I go anywhere, I'm not accepted, except by the people who you wouldn't even believe that would accept us, which is the Indians.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yep.
And that's where I'm so very grateful. That's why everybody wants to be Cherokee. Oh yeah, I got a little bit Cherokee in me. No, you don't. But they might have been very good to your family. So you can claim it. You go ahead. You go right ahead. But it's just weird, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's just
Yes.
so weird. So weird.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that you wrote the book. So what do you want people to get from this book? Because not everybody that's going to be Indian is going to read it. There's going to be children that are going to read it that might be white, that want to know the history of the United States. We need to be truthful. All of the books and stuff have been attacked by the government.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. So what do you want people to get out of this book?
That we were here, that Utah's named after our tribe, that we're an ancient tribe. We've been in this area since before 1000. We're descendants of the Fremont Indian culture. I guess we want to be remembered. Our people remembered.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear
Yeah.
you. And I'm in love with this too. I mean, so you guys, you wrote this book. Everything is coming together. Are you going to write another one?
Yes. Yeah, we're actually in the process now of writing the second
Awesome.
book. And it's going to be from 1879 forward to more present times.
Wow. So Dora and
Mhm.
Teresa, thank you guys so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. Where can people find you? And most of all, like if we look in our history, because Ancestry, 23andMe and all that stuff is in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
If we look in our history and we say, oh my gosh, I have it's Utes, right?
Uintas. The
Uintas?
Utahs, yes.
Okay. What do they do? How can they reach out to you? Even for 1%, I think that we all need to be in tune with where we come from.
Oh yeah, we're out there. UintaValleyShoshone.com is our website. It's a tribal website. We are on Facebook. Our book can be purchased anywhere like Amazon, Books A Million, Walmart. There's several places you can get our book online, and through Kindle or on paper, whichever you choose.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're out there and available, and we're all over the website or the web, so you can find us easily.
Definitely. Thank you so much. You know what? Keep bringing the truth, please. We need to keep that out there regardless, because people need to know the truth. They need to understand that we were very, all of us in our own different way, we were strong, and we still are. And we need to keep that truth coming and give it to our children so that they can keep giving it to their children and fight the system and let them know that we're not going down like that.
No. We haven't been around all these years for nothing.
That's right. That's right. Oh, okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. So I want to thank you again so much, Dora. I can't forget that name. Dora. And Teresa, thank you guys so much. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to go into that description box at the bottom and check out that book for yourselves, even if it's just like you don't know if you've never done your history, you don't know, but you want to know the history of the land that you live in. You need to get the book. You need to learn about the people. I think that the reason that we are clashing is because we're not understanding each other. If we just understand each other, we would be a tighter unit. And I think that America would be America again. I want to thank you guys so much for being here, and not just America, but the united people of these states called America. I want to thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, guys, bye. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time that I upload. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare to be